Yep. Yep. And we are back. This is Mind My Own Podcast. I'm your host, Kenda. It's been a little minute, but I'm here with a very supporting system here. We got some beautiful ladies. Y'all know them. This is Zini.
Hey
She's back.
y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah. I haven't used these in a while, Tom. I do, period.
Okay, what's up?
And we got Savannah here. Hey, boo.
Hey guys, hey. Okay. Say
Okay.
no more.
All right. So the last time Zini was here, we had a pretty deep conversation. And we said we got to spin it back. And we was going to do this convo about what's a girl's girl. And it's been brewing. Like it's something that, we've been wanting to do. So I'm glad we finally having this conversation. So first of all, ladies, I'm going to get both of y'all definitions. What's a girl's girl?
Okay, let's start on that side of the table, baby. Because
What's the girl's girl? Try to make it short, please, so we can all say our piece.
To me, a girl's girl is somebody that's nice, that's pleasant. I consider smart, strong, and resourceful, and that's just like loving on women.
Mm.
That's a girl's girl.
Okay, I love it. What about you, Zini?
All right, so I'm really here because I don't believe in the term girl's girl. I don't have a definition for that. I absolutely believe in the empowerment of women, loving on women, upbringing women, also pouring into women. But that girl's term is not something that I really live by or go by.
Okay. So I love that everybody's point of view is different. For me, a girl's girl has always been someone who supports other women, who uplifts them, who, like you said, shares resources, who's always seeing the best in somebody and supporting as much as they can with anything in the community. Someone who you can talk to, bounce ideas off of, someone who doesn't gatekeep. So in my opinion, it would be someone who will be on the more positive side. And that's because when that terminology came to be, that's what it was. It was pretty much a woman who prioritizes her female friendships and supports women collectively. She's seen as loyal, uplifting, trustworthy in her relationships with other women. But people will turn something that was supposed to be positive and they will make it a negative thing because they want to, what you call it, wear a mask as if they are something they are not. And that is what I got from you. So we were talking about the term mean girl as well, how girl's girl and mean girl can be intertwined with people who have bad intentions, right? And I think that's where it all gets funked up, is because some people will take something that's supposed to be good and tarnish it. And it will turn into something negative because other people made that the experience. And so while we see it as a positive thing, because we haven't tarnished it, we haven't done anything to it, we don't go around boasting about being a girl's girl. We just embrace being a woman who cares about other women genuinely and wants to support them. But there is a group of people out there who have abused this term and used it for their own benefit when they're really mean girls. Right?
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, that's that. I think that's where things get ugly. People get in the water and they make it muddy. you know, it's not necessary, But I agree that it can be both those things if you're dealing with people who have certain intentions in mind, and you're either going to have negative intentions or you're going to have positive intentions, and it all is on how you use it. So if that's what if you experience people all the time and they use that terminology and they're using it for their own benefit and they're not using it for what people created it for, then that's when things can be harmful. Um, Give me some examples, Zini, of some of the things that you do to represent the support system, being friendly, being for women empowerment, without using that terminology. And how do you describe yourself when you are when you're doing that, when that's something that comes to you, when that's something that you're constantly about, that you feel?
Absolutely. So, matter of fact, it's crazy because I just gave an example just a little bit ago. We was having a pre-discussion. And I believe that when it comes to that terminology, it's easy to pour into people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes people will pour into someone with ill intentions behind it. So I was out getting lunch today. As we all can see, I got a scarf on my head, and I've been rocking this scarf for a month.
And it's
Judge
cute.
your mama.
And it's cute,
okay?
though.
Because what? So I got
It's
locks.
cute.
If a lot of people don't know, I was on a lock journey back in 22. I'm sorry, back in 24, I cut my locks off, and I've restarted my lock journey.
Nice.
And so when I'm in between twists, I'm scarfed up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I went to go get some lunch today, and it was a young lady. She probably was about maybe senior in high school or maybe freshman college. She was working with her dad. Her dad like, hey, like, you want to try some samples from our restaurant? I'm like, well, sir, I already tried samples. I was trying not to be greedy because if you know me, y'all know I love food. Okay. And I love me a good free sample. But so I'm like, I've had a sample before. And she was like, ma'am, would you like to try one today? But the young lady never looked at me. Okay. So I'm like, absolutely. Because you asked me, I'll try one.
Yeah.
So I go and get the sample. And when she look up, she's like, you're absolutely beautiful. And I'm like, you are too, sweetheart. But what devastated me in that moment is that she literally took the time frame to tell me like I was beautiful, but didn't feel that way about herself. And I could feel that. And she said it. It was like, she was like, I love your hair wrap. And I'm like, girl, this is a thugging out hair wrap. Like I didn't have this on for about a month. And we rocking till the wheels fall off. I was telling her that I got locks and I was, waiting to get into my appointment to get twisted. And she was like, oh, I used to have locks at one point in time. And people told me that I was ugly and that I looked like a boy.
What?
And in that moment, it took me to say, do you just pour into this young lady when it ain't no ill intent behind it? Not everybody is beautiful to some people. Not everybody is worthy of certain things. But I pulled out my phone and I'm like, I started my journey here. And she's like, I just couldn't get past the ugly stage because so many people was judging me. I'm like, baby, it's never an ugly stage when you're wearing your hair.
Yeah.
When it's you.
Yeah.
And so I had to really give her an example. Like, here's pictures of me when I first ever started my locks. I'm like, do you see that? Like, and now do you see this part of my face and this part of my face? And I say that to say, like, that was an example where a woman needed confidence. Okay. And it's not something that I'm going to go on social media and be like, today I had lunch and a woman needed confidence. I'm only telling y'all this example because asked me of an example.
Yeah.
But I don't have to go to the world and be like, I was a girl's girl and I poured into a young woman today. She needed resources. She came here from, I think she said North Carolina. So she was new to Milwaukee. She like, I really want to restart my journey just based off this conversation, but I don't have people that can do hair. I know multiple locticians in Milwaukee that didn't touch my head, that haven't.
Yeah.
But I'm like, take my phone number. You know what I'm saying? Here's some text me now. She texts me. I got back to my desk. Here's this loctician. Here's that loctician. Free range.
Yeah.
I'm promoting businesses. Some of them ain't even been in my head for real. Yeah. But I'm big on like, go see for yourself, look at pictures. And then I've had some people in my head and I probably like, oh, they was new at the beginning, give them another try. But that was resourceful in every way, shape, or form. Yeah. I poured into her and I also promoted local businesses here. But that's why I say then there's the ugly side of what the people intentions really are.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Then you got some people that will do that and then it's based off of what they can get from it. I don't believe in that. I don't want anything out of it, even promoting the business. I didn't text these locticians or reach out like, yeah, I sent you a possible customer. When they come, do I get a discount? I'm never one searching for what I could benefit off of what I'm pouring into people. The term girls for me, I feel like is what Gen Z is bringing into our community, the younger generation, which is cool. But they are the ones that really need to see and benefit off of it. And unfortunately, the community of women now are not pouring those resources or that term correctly into these young women.
Mm-hmm.
That's the community that we need to be bringing into a field of saying it's okay for you to have an income making money doing this, and I could be doing the same thing, and we both can be eating. There are literally, and I love this example so much, there are literally 17 different brands of bread that you can go in the store and pick from. Do that mean ain't nobody making no money? Absolutely not.
Right.
They
Everybody
all
got their
eat
favorite bread. They gonna pick the bread they want.
But these young women are in a community and they're literally seeing examples of celebrities that are rich already, so they can act a fool. Okay. They got the money to be this kind of way in the atmosphere. And then you got your local celebrities. Because I feel like a lot of people feel like because they got a certain status, they're local celebrities who literally can take their resources and rebuild into our community of the young women that's coming up behind us. And they do not do that.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be a girl's girl to get on social media and say, you rocking that dress. Them heels is bad. Your hair is cute. Okay. Tell me something I've already never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pour into these women that really need to know how to eat. That really needs to know how to really pour into other women and be an actual stance for women out here that are struggling in the community. Our young girls are having babies younger than what we can imagine with no support. You know, I don't know the young lady that was on social media the other day, the 23-year-old that everybody was posting about, but she literally reached out to people and said, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm 23 with 3 kids. And everybody was like, oh, I thought she was just sleepy. And then the next day she said, if you see this, I'm gone. Now everybody's sharing her story. They want to do the GoFundMe's, but where was that support for the girls, for the women in the community that literally could have poured into her in those moments?
Yeah.
We don't have them.
There's also selective support.
Absolutely.
You know, what you are referencing is that the girl complement the initial ideal of it.
Yes.
People are using it as a weapon to gatekeep what supporting women actually looks like. They're using it as a tool to sugarcoat themselves, per se. But not everyone is like that. There is a positive outlook to it. So let's go to you, Savannah.
Okay.
Let's go to you, Savannah.
Oh my goodness.
So what is a girl's girl for you?
A girl's girl for me is just a loving person, like just with it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm sitting next to you and I don't know you from A to B, and you like, man, I'm trying to buy a house X, Y, Z, and my homegirl is a real estate, or I just went through this program, I'm gonna give you all the research that I got, no questions asked. Like it's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like a girl's girl is gonna compliment you. A girl's girl, is just authentically there. But at the end of the day, to me, I feel like a girl's girl is not always born into a girl's girl. It does come with characteristics, personality, your upbringing, and things of that nature. Some people learn to be a girl's girl, so then you're battling the me and the girl's girls. That's not to say that they're not a girl's girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people that grew up being girls' girls were spoiled by their father and loved by their family members. So they know what it feels like to be taken care of. They know what it feels like to be complimented. Like for instance, me. I get compliments all day, but it doesn't really mean anything unless it's coming from my people or my man. Because it's thank you, I get it, but you're not gonna make me act a certain type of way because I'm groomed to have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's been a part of my life all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I don't see people that's well put together, I may still just say you look beautiful today because maybe that is what they need to hear. And I feel like a girl's girl can read people, and that's their way of uplifting them. So I feel like everybody is totally different. You know what I mean? Like it's a host of things that I've purchased and just gave away for free. I paid for it. Most people be like, I paid for this, so I need to get paid for it. No, but I'm a child of God too, so I believe in abundance. I'm gonna get it back.
Absolutely.
Like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? I got it. Why do I need to charge you?
Right,
I don't
right.
need to charge you.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, anybody that's around me, whether it's a man or anybody, somebody that needs something or saying that they need something, and I have access to it, here you go. Now it's your job to do whatever you're gonna do with the information. It's not my job to walk you through. And I feel like that's where a lot of people lack the independency at, and probably not calling the girls girl. So if I give you something, but you want me to teach you the whole thing, yeah, you're gonna have to pay me for my time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I can just give it to you. You can just learn. You can call me from here and there. That's
Right.
fine.
So it doesn't mean that I don't have boundaries. It doesn't mean that sometimes I can't say no. It doesn't mean that I'm not having positive outlooks on things with people. It also means that I have discernment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
I can be who I am, and I might not help that person over there because they giving me weird vibes. You know, and I might not have the capacity at that time to deal with that type of attitude.
Maybe you don't want to be bothered.
Or maybe you don't want to be bothered. So,
or maybe I'm just not part of your clique.
Or maybe I'm just not part of your clique.
We can take it there. Like we can take it there.
We can take it there.
Nothing is absolutely wrong with that though.
Yeah.
Nothing is wrong with that. Like I do feel like now for me, when you start displaying like I'm there, I'm here, I'm supportive, but I only see you supporting certain things, then it's kind of like for real, are you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And me, I may say something to you because that's just who I am. Now, I probably will try to break the ice, and I have broke the ice by going to people outside of me, but then it never came back. Did I feel some type of way initially? Yeah, because this is what you said. You know what I'm saying? But afterwards, am I gonna hold you? No, because I'm gonna go. You not my customer. You not what it is that I need over here. So I'm not even gonna try to force you or to convince you to be nowhere here over here. But you're gonna keep coming from me because you like whatever it is that I bring. So now I'm gonna have to charge you because we're not clicking, we're not sharing information, we're not balancing. I'll come, I'll play, but now I need to charge you to speak, or I need to charge you to be a part of this because you using me for your own resources.
Absolutely.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
So we're saying that there's a boundary that's still created, whether you agree with the girls terminology or not.
Mm-hmm.
There are times where you're not going to be available to certain people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that energy just doesn't exist, and that's okay because you don't align with everybody, and we're not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at these most recent events. Let's talk about Mariah the Scientist, Young Thug, and Glorilla.
Okay.
Everyone was in an uproar. There was a jail call that was leaked with Young Thug talking to his then girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist, about that he thinks that rapper Glorilla is unattractive. And he had very specific things to say about her features.
Mm-hmm.
And Mariah just kind of laughs it off. And she's like, well, they say she looks like Rihanna. He. And
shade
he's
or
like,
no?
That was shade for sure.
Oh, okay.
That was definitely shade. Like that was some shade for sure.
I just feel like if that's your friend, you should have shut that down.
Definitely should have shut it down.
My man or not. My man or not.
Yeah.
And if we're doing that, we're doing this in a room.
Ain't no reason you didn't have her back.
Yeah. Like, don't, baby. Like, that's what I be talking about. Like,
yeah.
You didn't shut it down, and then you threw shade on top of that. Baby, it's not sunny like that.
That was definitely shade. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she really liked it.
Who is your loyalty with?
Right.
And my thing is this. First of all, if my man calling me from jail and you talking about somebody else, we got a problem.
Another woman.
We got a problem.
Why are we talking about Glorilla?
You in jail and you want to know if you got details.
Yeah.
Like, man, because her eyebrows connect.
Eyes,
baby, I'm on that with you. Like, oh, you in love. You gonna have to go that way. And then, like, Glow got on there and she basically was like, you said all this, but you're in my inbox. You're on my phone. You're trying to get a feature.
Yeah.
You're trying to be in my face. And see, this is why I'm like, pour these resources. These young girls don't know no better. Okay. We all been in love. We all didn't play crazy for a nigga before. Excuse my language, but let's just keep it 1,000.
No, he is.
So it's time for us to get in front of that and start teaching the community for real. Because, like, what we doing when it comes to, had she had the right guidance and understanding, her team should have been in her ear. Like, yo, man shouldn't even be on the phone bringing up another female. When you talking that deep about another female, now I got to reevaluate our relationship. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
And so
I feel that.
to piggyback off of what you said, people are raised to have loyalty. Like that's not something that you just get.
Mm-hmm.
And when you trying to figure loyalty out because you done burnt somebody because you wasn't loyal, now you're battling your old self and becoming your new self. A lot of people wasn't raised to have loyalty or don't even understand what that looks like. So
That's true.
you know what I mean? Until you get in that position, then you just don't know. So everybody, has been in love, but loyalty, that's not a wavering thing. At least I can speak for myself. Like I was birthed that from day one.
Mm-hmm.
Day one.
Let me also add this, you guys. Mariah the Scientist, to my knowledge, never claimed to be a girl's girl. The public
Claimed her
as a girl's girl and decided that she was not one when that call leaked. So that's another thing that I see that people do.
And that's why I said that terminology is just
something.
being used how people want to use it and
They're
not in the
using it
correct
free
term.
willy-nilly. Yeah.
And that's why I don't stand by it.
Yeah,
because
she never
you get to
claimed that.
decide when a person is a girl's girl and when she's not. So, for instance, let's use this example. A baby mom and a new girlfriend. They're having turmoil, right? Because it's a new situation.
Okay.
Who's the girl's girl in the situation?
But wait a minute, they should never be having turmoil. You want to know why? Because it's a man that's in the common denominator between both of them, and he's supposed to set the tone. And a lot of men don't set the tone as to why women act how they gonna act. You can never control nobody, but once the man set the tone, you're gonna eventually calm down.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
I feel
So
that's true.
And that's like looking at Mariah and Glow. They were saying that they were friends, right?
Yeah.
The man should have, and that's what I'm trying to say. People that if you're not in an environment or with a circle of people that's setting the tone, that's teaching you better, then this terminology is just getting thrown out like it's a bag of candy. Like, what we talking about?
Well, that's why,
because now the baby, which one? Not the girl's girl. Is it the baby mama because she's already been there? Is it the girlfriend because she's new? And it's really like, oh, she's not a girl's girl. She's picking. But
it's your characteristics.
Yeah.
It's your characteristics. Okay, so like my homegirl, Mikkel, shout out to Mikkel. She
actually made a comment. You mind if I read it?
Oh, go ahead.
A girl's girl wants to see another queen win. They help straighten another girl's crown. They don't mind the light from another woman. In fact, she is drawn to it.
Absolutely.
So let me comment on that. That's my homegirl. I fuck with her. I love her. Like shout out to Mikkel. But when I had an event, she's pretty. She on her stuff. I consider her being a boss. When I tell you she catered to me, she made sure I was good. I had my drink. My hair was nice. I'm talking to you. She brushing my hair. What?
Yeah.
I'm not used to another pretty girl doing that. I'm used to doing that to other people, but I'm not used to that. It's getting done by me. It's always males.
Nowadays, you got girls taking pictures at the club when a girl on her period. That's not a girl's girl behavior. And then posting it on social media and being mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So everything that she said, that's her life.
Yeah.
That's how she lived, and I feel like that's how girls live, just like her. I'm not finna have her going out looking. She may think she like, yo, you need to fix that dang, right? Like fix this before I'm not posting this picture, because sometimes being a girl's girl is uncomfortable. You got to have those uncomfortable conversations, right? Why would you let your homegirl walk out looking like anything?
Yeah.
What type of person are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at you, looking at her like you ain't good for her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because why would you?
Yeah. You'll see those same people repost like, oh, I'm a girl's girl. Or you'll see a lot of women on social media, and then you see that they only support within their circle, or they only make sure their circle is looking good.
And that's what I was getting to with that, not to be cutting you off. She created a community, and it's just like, whoever's in this community, you braid hair, and you good at what you do, are we rocking with you? You good at makeup, are we rocking with you? You good at writing grants, are we rocking with you? So everybody in there is trying to eat. Now listen, being a girl's girl does not mean you're going to be everybody cup of tea, because she's something else to be reckoned with. But she's loyal, she cool, and it got her to where she needs to be. Her attitude too. So like if I had somebody that you need, I'm be like, yo, these my people over here.
Yeah.
But they like, I'm giving you heads up. It's not being disloyal. It's like, is you ready for this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already grooming you for what you about to get. Because you're not about to come. Because once y'all had that initial conversation, you can't come back to me.
Right.
That's y'all conversation outside of me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But people do it in malicious ways.
But it has to start somewhere. And
it
that's
do have
all
to
I've been
start somewhere.
saying. Like, and I just want to clarify it to make it known. Like, I'm not a mean girl. I'm not. Like, I'm not sitting here because I'm a mean girl and I wanted to debate.
But
I'm
look,
really
you shouldn't even have to pick. You should have to pick if you're a girl's girl or a mean girl.
For sure.
And that's what it comes down.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Who
said,
you are.
I am who. Yeah, I'm
like,
where I am now. I
don't get
have
that
a
from you.
tendency to stand on business, and
Mhm.
most people can't respect that. You know, if you're not used to having a friend, a colleague, or a sister, or whatever you want to consider somebody as, that's not going to tell you the truth, then you come off as a mean girl. I'll support, I'll pour into, I'll provide resources, I'll connect you. But if you are crossing certain lines that don't match with my values or morals, I'm standing on that. You know what I mean? Now you have brung a version out of me that people probably be like, oh, she mean. No, I tried. If I give you an open field of an opportunity and you get in there, once you get on that other side of the fence, baby, stay there. And I mean that with everything in me. So people have to understand that too. And that's what I mean. Some people come off automatically just like pouring this nastiness into people and saying that they're building. And then you got people that's like, oh no, baby, I'm only like this with her because she didn't tell you and I wasn't going to tell my side of the story, or he didn't tell you and I wasn't going to tell my side of the story, because for me, if I'm your villain in your story, have it. I gave up trying to prove points and tell people who I am and try to show character. It speaks for itself. When I step in the room, people gravitate to me and I don't even got to open my mouth. So my character speaks for itself. But there's also time frames where I have been looked at like the bad guy, because it's like, you didn't see the 3, 4, or 5 times that I allowed this person to be who they actually were. And I believe them.
They never do.
That's what I'm saying. So it's easy to separate.
Afterward.
Now I'm barking online and everybody like, this ain't you. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I'm standing on big business, and now I'm considered a mean girl. So it's like, I do not say that there are not women out here that's not powerful. I love being in rooms with women that could literally teach me, that can guide me, that can show me. I'm learning every day, as we all are. And I love women, like real down to earth. Like I could sit and have a conversation with you, baby. I'm finna cry. Don't even worry about getting a tissue. My snot is on your shirt. And I one time, did you move away kind of women. I love those kind of women. And in certain rooms and arenas, I can be that kind of woman. And then in the same room and arena, I can see where a person is really trying to swindle their way of being a girl's girl and putting herself in a position just to be nasty to people. And I'm standing on you.
I feel
that's for sure.
That's a whole nother bitch.
Yeah.
That's for
and
sure.
I don't like her.
Yeah, and now you the bad guy. Right. Like, who? Oh, no, I see that snake all the way up over there. The grass been cut. I see you.
My friends saw authentic me. I can't even put nothing on Facebook that I want to be. Not saying that I'll be myself, but if I get to talking real, like they like, are you okay?
Yeah.
My people be like, you okay? I'm like, I can't even be expressive.
No, you can't.
But I love it. I love it because they keep me in line. You get friends that's gonna keep you in line. Like, don't let them. Because sometimes I'll be wanting to let it.
No, baby.
But you know,
let it loose.
I'm talking about my friend the other day. I said, I've been humble for too long. I said, I just had to say this to her. Like, I've been humble for too long. It's time to pop my shit on some things real quick.
You know what I learned,
and she said, shut it down.
Yeah. You know what I learned? They're going to see you.
You needed that.
They're going to watch you and they're going to continue to watch you. And that's going to be their bad karma.
I have the hardest thing in my entire life. Okay. If my mama watching this, first, excuse the language, because yes, I said it, but she has really instilled in me the fact of silence, right? I always had to be like, but I want to tell my story because I'm not a bad guy. And then my mama was like, the more you tell your story, the more they just gonna twist it. And if they don't like you, baby, it don't matter how many times you tell the story, they not gonna like you.
That's for sure.
So now I be like, oh, such and such said, oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, you just did. Yeah, probably so. I don't know. Hey, if you can't go track my phone, if you ain't a detective trying to get me for murder, I ain't opening my mouth. Like, but on some real, if I ever got offered a surf and turf, I may snitch. But no, like I learned that silence has been really, honestly, deadly deadly to the ones that want to hear you, that want to see you step out of character. But for me, it has been the best piece of pie that I have eaten in my life. Like, I can't give it to you, baby, because where I came from and where I know I can go back to with a blink of an eye, I'm telling you, today I just told my best friend, I'm like, I want to pop my shit. I got some stuff I need to say. And back then on social media, I used to get up on there and be like, you hoes can't fuck with me on your worst day.
Yeah.
What's going down? Like, meet me. And then now I'm just like, I was on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I'm mad. And when I get mad, my support system, I reach out to my friends like, I'm mad. And they like, send it to us. Express yourself.
Yeah.
Get it out. And then I'll be like, all right, well, now I just knew I was probably hangry. I'm on my way to lunch. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later because
get it out.
And that's it. And you got it. And that's where the girls come from. Like, it's not going to be peaches and cream. It's not going to always be easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to always be that support system. And then you got those circles that I realized where silence was golden, because in those circles that I thought was supportive, I was literally giving my heart. Like, I'm depressed. I'm hurt. I'm going through some things. And these same individuals laughed at my pain. These same individuals told me I was strong and I was going to be okay. These same individuals, like, we all got problems. Facts. I understand that. I'm never knocking somebody's struggle. But in the same breath, do we all hurt at the same time?
No, we don't all have to hurt at
you
the
know
same
what I'm
time.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, where it's like, they smiling and they embracing you. And then in the same breath, they like, girl, you ain't gonna believe what Zini just told me. Where's that support?
Yeah.
Where's the girl? And this literally is not putting
that'll make me go animal mode on somebody.
Ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But my discernment so strong today. Like,
Today,
I know who not even to talk to on my level.
It wasn't always like that.
Wasn't always like that.
And
I was
like,
very handsy.
These same people, you could look back and be like, I helped you before. You know what I'm saying? I gave you my last and you didn't even know it was my last. Like, and I don't even, and I've done stuff in the background for people that I ain't never put in the forefront. And these same people will walk past me like they never seen me a day in their life. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
You know what I'm saying? So this is why I don't believe in the terminology, because they smile in your face and the whole time they want to take your place. They backstabbers. Shout out to the Temptations.
But you know what though? Even when they do that, they're not ever going to be able to produce like you. I always tell people the same thing. People like, I'm not telling this person my idea because they just gonna run out. Let them, because everybody offers something different. It's like you said, 17 different breads, shoes, makeup artists. Everybody customer service is different. Y'all gonna always offer something totally different.
Absolutely.
Nobody can do what you can do.
And that's why I'm never going to stop being me. At one point in time, I was trying to filter that, right? Like, oh no, like they're gonna try to take from me, or it hurts when they do this, and then now they can't put the same resources into me.
It hurts because you allowed yourself to deal with it and you didn't want to deal with it in the first place.
Yeah.
You got plenty of comments on the screen, girlfriend.
You gotta discern.
Let's
there
get
they go.
to it. I'm actually looking at my next set of questions. Hey Treva, thanks for tapping in. Glow 414 Inc. Hey, Marquise Johnson. He says women empowering other women is dope. Facts. That's all I know. That's all I know. Mikhail says lights will always become villains to people who get so low that they only can see darkness.
That's good.
Okay, you preaching. Treva says silence can be one's biggest threat.
For sure.
Baby, listen, when they can't figure out your next move, they losing their mind.
They
running around like a chicken with their head cut off.
What she got down there? She says, I cannot see because that thing right
She
there.
said, you got a story and there is a way to tell it without tapping into the negative energy. I remember being where you are right now. I can help you. Savannah, too much Burks. Okay, Savannah, that's your name on there.
With this queen.
Amen, girl.
I definitely got you, Kel.
So let you know.
Real.
I love it. Thanks for watching, y'all. We appreciate it. We couldn't wait to have this conversation. And I love, even in this conversation, we are pouring into each other by letting each other speak their opinion and just being respectful to one another and truly opening our minds to understand why we see things the way we do. And that also, to me, is girls culture.
And let me just say something before you go back to the next question. You can not agree with somebody and still be respectful. This is a healthy conversation of dynamics. I don't have to think like you, but I understand where you come from. People put on that role like they don't understand because that tells them that they agree with you. I understand and I get what you're coming from, and I'm like, no, I'm still sticking to me. So you got to stick to your authentic self. But this is a very healthy conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I agree. This is something that was necessary. Let me ask you, Savannah, what would you say something you did most recently that was that of a girl's girl?
Most recently, that was a girl's girl. I feel like I do something every day. Okay, I'm always responding back to messages, helping people. Like, and sometimes I don't even be having an answer, but I go search because I'm like, they thought that I did have this answer, so let me make sure I find this answer. So I go out my way a lot, and people don't even understand just to get them an answer. So like, just present, like being present when I don't even have the mental capacity to be present. So I'm gonna say that.
Absolutely. I love that. And that's the thing is there's no limitations. There's no right or wrong way to do it when it's genuine.
Yeah.
Like you gonna do what you do for people. And it don't even have to just be women. It can be men too. And
Absolutely.
I think that's another thing. Okay. Why can't we just be people's people?
I told Judge I
believe that is my saying. I'm a people's person.
Yeah, for sure.
People love me or you don't. And it's no gray area in between that. I don't gotta be a girl.
Yeah, because I done lift up Judge. I done lift up Sir Quinn. I just talked to JJ today. So tone them my headaches. Not just play y'all. I love y'all. But yeah, because people need to hear that, especially men, I feel like.
No, and that's what I think that, and I honestly believe that this needs to be a topic of discussion where it's really learning. Let me go ahead and just put it out there, okay? It's really learning the love languages of men, right? Because there are so many different dynamics of how people envision and see men. And this is side note, but I've been sitting back and I do a lot of like observing. I can't say I do research digging deep, but you observe and you will see enough research online and from people. But the fact that they lack so much of that pouring into them, speaking life into them. I've learned in life that the man or person that I originally came across is not going to be the same version that somebody else may happen to come across.
Oh, high five from across the freaking room. No, I know you need to go to the next session, but let me just say that.
And right there.
No, listen. We just touched this a little bit on my show. Man, it's both. It's some people that raise their boys to don't cry, don't show emotion, emotion because that's how they was raised. And there's some men that just got it in their head, a man don't show emotions. But who taught you that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where did you get that from?
Yeah.
You got to unlearn that. And then, like you said, we're not gonna always see the same version of you. You could have been with the same man I've been with, didn't do nothing for you, was a total bum, came over here and just took care of the whole household.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it is the woman and it's the man at that particular time. If he chooses or if he feel like he doesn't want to lose that woman, he's gonna do what it takes. I feel like us as women give men too many chances to get it together to where they don't want to elevate that. I feel like they have to be forced in a position in order to do what's necessary because he could be with you for 10 years and come over here and marry me and we've only been together for 6 months.
A man is automatically tuned into being a provider. This is in their DNA, right?
Yeah.
So if we don't allow a man to become the man or the version of the man that he needs to be, we will never see the 6-month marriage and I've been with him for 10 years. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't allow that growth for him. And that's what we tend
and some
to
relationships are very what do you call that?
Toxic?
No, well, toxic, but like the same thing, routine. Some relationships are very routine, and it's kind of like it feels like a job.
Yeah.
How you doing, babe? What you doing, babe? You go to bed, and you never really learning your person. Like, what happened at work? He probably want to tell you this. Got on my nerves. I'm ready to quit. Okay, I got it all now. I can go back to work and be good because my woman done cooked me some food. She done listened to me. I done vented, and we good now. And sometimes all they want to do is just be heard. And a lot of women in today's world. It's not always purposely done, but sometimes we just don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just don't have the time, or sometimes we feel like our men got it all together because that's what they're showing us, and we don't take out the time to be like, babe, how you doing? Come here, let me rub your back. Type of deal.
Biblically, a person is supposed to grow and end a chapter every 7 years. And on the 8th year, or number 8, is rebirth, new, if you go by biblical terms in the Bible. Okay. So if you don't allow, if you've been in a relationship for 14 years, the first 7, you're going to see a person that literally you probably trauma bonded with or whatever. And this even in friendships. Let's just count it like it is. I want to go to that topic on girls.
That's interesting.
If by the 8th year, you should see new, I shouldn't still want to club with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing in a different dynamic. This is where you start to see things fall apart in people's lives because the growth has come to 2 different terms. Some people will grow. And to be honest, we got to be honest. There are some that won't.
Yeah.
And it don't even take 7 years. You see that within the first year of being successful.
Say, you can tell when a person not going to align with you for the long term. But I can see how somebody would say, "Oh, that's my childhood friend."
Yeah.
And
man, no.
We known each other for 20 some years and they don't want to let that person go because of how long they known them and how long they've been around, even though Charles still keep calling you because
drama.
He got some bullshit going on with Johnny up the block.
Charles, I'm tired of riding for you.
That I moved way past that street life.
Yeah.
And here come Johnny again trying to pull you right back in. Like,
it's a friend that I got right now, and I know we be having some uncomfortable conversations, and I try to keep my boundaries. I'm like, that person ain't good for you. Like, every time you tell me something, I don't like it. It's nothing good comes out of that. It's like, oh, it's my childhood friend. I don't give a damn. Like, that's a childhood friend. This friend is not grown with you. And the fact that this person is this right here, and you that +3, nah. Yes, like, what we doing? Like, but it's not for me to force that up out of you. You know what I'm saying? It's for you to do whatever it is that you're gonna do. And I just feel like sometimes friendship comes to an end. Like, friendships are not always healthy. And if you keep going through the same shit, it's kind of like, am I that loyal to you over myself? Like, absolutely. No, we can't. I don't hate you, but you are not my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just don't like to let go of the terms. I feel like I got a whole new group of people. I got a Crayola box around me now. Before it was just, girls that's like me, but girls that's like me, we don't get along.
Yeah.
It's too ego driven and it's too much of falsified things. I'm more comfortable with people that's opposite side of me. And I still do got girls that look like me, but it ain't those type of people that I met in those type of settings.
And growth is powerful. And that's also what brings the community together. Holding one another accountable as women. Like, let's be for real. A lot of women don't use accountability in the right terms and conditions.
Yeah.
And they don't stand on, like, as a friend, I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to force your hand. But again, I'm real. And I tell my friends this all the time. If you don't want real, don't call me, because I love you. And so I'm going to give you my truths on the outside looking in. It don't mean I don't support your decision. It don't mean I don't love you any less. But I'm going to tell you the truth, and it hurts. The truth hurts. I don't like to hear the truth.
Yeah,
I don't know nobody who really do. But
it can be hard.
The more you hold somebody accountable, and with that girls terms, that comes into play. The more you sit in back and be like, your spirit is ugly. Baby, you got to fix that.
I knew somebody like that. I don't know if she got her spirit together, but it was definitely ugly.
And we don't call people out on that. Like, you're not kind.
Yeah.
Your words are not nice. Rethink on how you say it.
Or even, how about the women who are all, super nice to you when things are going good, but as soon as you're having a bad day and you fell off, your crown tilted, and you might be ugly that day. Like, let's just be real.
I'm aggressive.
Be ugly that day, and they still can't love on you in those ugly moments. They can't give you grace when you are down, and clearly you are out of character at that point in time. You're in this funk, and they just happen to come around and catch fire. I feel like if you are truly a girl's girl, let's quote that, and truly a woman who wants to empower other women, you can understand and you can love them even through checking them. If you got to check them, your friends, you might have to check your friend. Check me with love. Don't disrespect me. Check me if you got to check me, but understand where I'm at in my life. If we locked in like that, you know what I'm going through, so you understand I might just be off my rocker that day. So it's like, I feel like that's another thing. Like you just gotta remember, like that you can't turn that off and on when you feel like it. Either that's who you are or it's not. And I think that's why, like you said, like you have that issue with dealing with certain people in that light because they don't uphold to that 100%. It's a choosy matter, and it can't be choosy. It's either this is you or this is not you.
Yeah.
Like I love her and I'm aggressive and I know that, like to my friends. But I that's the disclaimer that I come in with my friends. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is who I am. But like to speak to what you just said, you know, if you bite back, you know, I'm sensitive too. It's like, who you talk to? What's wrong with you?
Absolutely.
But I'ma know that's not you because I mess with you. Like, yo,
Right.
what we doing? We finna go out. You know, I may get on your nerves because I'm trying to get you to go out, get you up out of what you already in. You might keep shooting me down, but you're gonna know, like, yeah, I'm aggressive, but she was trying to, you know what I'm saying, do something. But ultimately, this is your decision.
Yeah.
And that's just literally that's how I am.
It's all out of love.
Yeah, it be all out of love.
Yeah.
Some
And you can
people
tell when it's out of love and when it ain't.
Yeah. And I tell people quick, like when my friend finally come down, like, you know, when it's that awkward moment, like you like, oh, well, let me go stir this macaroni. I'm gonna call you back. Like you can't stir the macaroni while we on the phone all of a sudden. So you know those feelings is in the air. You know what I'm saying? And then it's that call back, and I'll be like, I know you was mad. Now we calm down because it's intense.
Yeah.
Like when you get into a friendship, it's like a relationship. You know what I mean?
It is a
I love
relationship.
you intimately, but not in a way that he can love you. So I get where maybe the delay may be. But look at me when I tell you this, like I love you enough to not want to see you go through it.
Yeah.
And I may not understand. Like I tell my friends all the time, I'm not perfect. I was in a situation and y'all couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
He's cheating. And I am still here and I'm cooking him dinner. Let me call you back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? When I came up out of it, my friend's like, you good? I'm like, why you tell me? They're like, we want to tell you you cooking dinner for that nigga. I'm like, you right. I love on them even more because I heard you. And I tell people all the time, I value everything that somebody brings to me on the table as far as their opinion, but I'm living life.
Yeah.
Right. And the way you lived it, you may want to block me going through those kind of situations, but unfortunately, I may not go through it the same way you do, and I won't know unless I try.
And my outcome gonna look different than your outcome.
But I feel like just be there.
Yep.
I feel like when you having those heated moment conversations with your friends, certain boundaries don't have to be crossed. Like the name throwing and all that, we can do whatever. Absolutely. But if it's real, we coming back. You're not gonna be not talking to me for days. This ain't our norm. Who you think you is?
Baby, I'm picking up the phone.
You know who you think you is? Yeah. What's up? Okay, you want to go eat? Cause what's going on?
And that's what it is.
I feel like that's real stuff. Like you know, we're not gonna be screaming or whatever like that is, and then I'm about to be talking about you, or people finna see us looking crazy because people is watching us. People watch you and your friends. They look for anything to pick it apart. So no, we're not doing none of that. And we're gonna behave like we need to know how to behave in public.
And that's the girls' girl.
I don't like that.
No, baby, because listen,
watch.
Like, I'm like, don't put me on social media. You got no, and I'm big on that. I don't care if you my enemy, baby. Inbox me. I sense my number. Like you want to talk to me, talk to me. Because I'm not coming to social media to play that. And growth is real because I was Patty LaBelle. Like I'm Patty LaBelle. Like I wanted to shoot them shots at you, but I'm in a space now where it's like, baby, I'm grown. You feel some kind of way? Call me. I'm not here to literally pull somebody to feel how they feel. You're gonna have your feelings, and I respect that. But if you feel like you want to talk about it, the world don't give a damn.
Right.
I'm here.
Entertainment.
I'm in the flesh. Like, don't put nothing up and talk about some tell me nothing. No, baby, you come tell me. If you can write about me, you can call me. You can send me a message.
People don't have that mental capacity or emotional intelligence to be like that. I done dealt with like family members and friends, and I gotta be real careful how I move because people come from my business. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a public figure, like I don't want to see none of that. I don't want people calling me. So like it's a lot of things I have to bite my tongue from and dumb me down from. But it's just like, oh, if you don't think for 1 second that I'm not that person before, you crazy. But I do have to kind of like And that's very stressful. Biting your
Mhm.
tongue and not responding back to things is very stressful. People go right to social media and it's just like you giving everybody something to peek at me, to look at it, since they couldn't find it. Now it's like, oh, what's she doing? It's just like, I don't even like to play those type of games.
Yeah. I love what you said because the
Mhm.
disclaimers is real. When I bond with somebody or come into a friendship, like I'm very big on like how do things work in the background. And that's just in life. I'm a curious kid. If you be like, that's hot, I'm touching it. How hot? And I hate
Nah,
that
you
about
nuts.
myself.
I'm
I
not
am.
doing that.
I am. And I hate that about myself. But in the same sense, it's like it gives me the opportunity to be like, I can explain the front and the back end, right? So when I'm coming into friendships or when I'm getting to know somebody, I tell them out the gate, I was within circles that wasn't good on communicating and being honest. I'm
Mhm.
big on that now. If you have a problem with me, take a day. You got time. Because I feel like women are very emotional talkers.
Mhm.
We'll talk on that. Like that's it's it. When our emotions are high, we flying with what's coming to our mind and our hearts instantly. We don't take time to process and think. That's why men can hold a better like poker face in the room when we get frustrated when men don't talk. Like you're not saying anything during this argument, and he literally trying to process everything that's going on, and we like, but Brenda called and said you were with her. Were you? So
Right.
like in my friendships, I have learned to balance that. So
I'm weak.
I tell them out the gate, I'm like, you could take time,
Yeah.
sleep on it if you have to, but tomorrow we going to get to the bottom of what happened to put us in a position to talk, like act like this with each other, be like this. If you cannot communicate, please do not sign up to be my friend
I
because I
respect
don't want
that,
it.
but I don't like that because it's like, why do you need a day to process? Like we talking about this right now. I don't want to go to
See?
sleep and revisit this
That's
tomorrow.
what
So
I'm
what we
saying.
doing?
Yeah.
Don't make me wait because you're gonna irritate my whole entire soul.
And
What you
that's-
need to think about?
With me,
We
that
in
came
real
patience.
time,
It
real
grew
moment.
patience.
I've had somebody say, "We're gonna talk about this tomorrow," but I got a problem, and we're gonna talk about it. It's like, oh, so you want me to wait till tomorrow?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this shit out.
And see, no, I get that dynamic for sure. Right? Don't tell me it's a problem and then tell me to wait 24 hours to get it.
You focus as hell.
When I say that to them, I feel it on the phone when you like, yeah, let me go make this Kool-Aid real quick. Like we talk any other. I know you put 4 cups of sugar in your Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying?
Feel some type of way.
And that's
Like who are you
it.
talking
And
about?
that's it. So I just be like, cool off. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. And this, I think, what I've learned with growth and patience is it's nothing wrong with taking a cool down period, even in friendships with being a girl's girl, because in the heat of a moment, we will slay our hearts on the table. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're stupid for dealing with that nigga. Like, and if I was you, I would have slapped you a long time ago. Like, and she hang up the phone and she like, damn, I didn't know she felt that way. And I'm like, I didn't know I felt that way either. On the other, so I'm like, take some time, but communicate. And if you cannot communicate properly, I'm not gonna lie to you. The best thing I have ever done in my adult life, like right now, is learning to pull plugs, because that means you're not capable.
But I also think people need to learn their friends' emotions and the way they deal with their emotions, because once you start to adjust and understand, like, I know my friend, I know that if I talk about this too long, she gonna start crying.
Yeah.
And I don't want her crying right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, like how your friends are about certain topics or touchy matters. And so even though I got a major opinion about it, I'm not gonna bring that up because I know that's gonna put her in a space I don't.
But why? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So because you're the community for her, right?
Right.
We gotta snatch the band-aids off. I know that, and don't get me wrong. If it's new, I don't want to touch that topic with you. I want you to process it. I want you to get through it. But at one point in time, we got to get in a room and hold each other accountable. I gotta give you the real
piece.
I want to give you grace too.
It's a time and place, is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't, if your man just left you for Brenda, I'm not gonna be like, Brenda was the one that called the other day.
Yeah.
and breathe. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not saying pull the band-aid off in the midst of the healing process.
Right.
But what I'm saying is we do have to address the elephant in the room. Why did this happen?
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
and
I
this
feel
goes
that.
back to me being aggressive, but I'm a protector. I'm a protector of my friends.
Yeah.
It's almost like no difference from my kids or my men. It's like, if I'm not treating you fucked up, why am I allowing, like, I know it
Somebody
ain't my
else.
call, but I don't like this shit. Like, what the fuck is up with you? So I need to know what is wrong with you. Why are you accepting this? Why we're doing this? Let me know something. And you say I need to figure this out on my own time. Yeah, I don't like the shit, but I guess I respect the shit. But just know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not okay with it. It don't got nothing to do with that person. It got something to do because you're supposed to be my people. I'm supposed to be protecting you and you hurting on a daily basis. Can you understand that from my point of sight? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people really actually understands that. They just feel like, oh, maybe she doesn't like this, she doesn't like that, or she doesn't like him. And it's like, he don't got nothing to do with it. At the end of it, outside of y'all, he's a cool cat to kick it with.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But right here for you, I don't like this shit.
If she's real though, and this was
I
crazy,
mean,
a
I
lot
could
of
be-
a lot of women don't really see it until you say it. Like you just said it. Like, I
Mhm.
want to know, why is this okay for you? Some women, and that's why I'm like, we got to snatch the band-aid off, because they won't process why they're in the midst of this situation, right?
Right.
It takes somebody else. Like, this is what therapy is for. Because what I couldn't recognize in myself, I sat on the couch and paid somebody $150 an hour to be able to tell me
to help you
what
figure it out.
you already, when my friends didn't already sit down. So I like to call it like communicating unhealthy and then healthy.
Why is it
in
that
our
you was okay to
friendships.
listen to her because she has a degree,
That's
but
what
not
I'm
okay
trying
to
to
listen
say.
to your friend?
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm asking you that.
No, I'm not me.
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying
not a real
this is-
story.
No, this is what they do.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is what people have done. And
Oh.
I'm like, I literally sat down with you. So what I like to call it is, we call it character building with my friends.
Mhm.
I'm going to ask you these questions. You take time and think on these answers, and then you bring them back to me. What it helps you do is analyze your situation without me having to drag you through the mud for it.
Ooh, I
You
like
feel what
that.
I'm saying?
I like that.
Now my friends come back to me, or I come back to them, and I be like, I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong.
You know what?
And
That's a
here's
good
why.
exercise.
Yeah, because if I love you, if I want to be your girl's girl, if I want to also still hold you accountable, I need you to think why you are, like, you're insane to think you're going to keep doing the same thing and get different results, period. So as your friend, I want you to get to the table, and we hold each other accountable on that. I'd be like, man, you think I should do X, Y, and Z? And my friend be like, I'm not your friend because I'm agree with you. I'm your friend because now I want you to think, why do you want to break up with this person?
Mhm.
Why do you feel like this person ain't gonna be the right one for you? Why do you feel like you ain't worthy enough for this person, but they worthy enough for you? Dang. Well, give me 24 hours. I'll be right back. I'm going to stir this Kool-Aid. Okay. And now I write it out. And so the next morning we talking, and it's like, yeah, I feel like I was wrong. You're right. It ain't no reason for me to leave this situation alone, analyzing X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
Or you're right, he is no good for me, and I ain't gonna lie and say it's gonna be easy to just walk away from somebody that I gave my heart to for this long
What
of a time.
about
But I
telling
do
another
believe people
friend,
can
though, that she should break
change.
up with another friend? Like, what about another friend?
I'm big
observing-
on that.
Same difference. Let
Yeah.
her the
I'm
fuck
big on
go.
That conversation. with.
Same way.
Do the exercise. Why do you feel
exercise.
like this person is valuable to you? Right?
Yeah.
How many times have you given this person grace, and how many times have you received grace from that person?
How many times have you ended
Mhm.
up in the same situation? How many times was you not happy? How many times was your life is in danger? What the
What I like to
Well,
tell
life
my
was in danger.
yeah, I also tell my friends this: discernment is so real and it's needed. So if you feel like that you owe loyalty to this person, do this. Learn how to move with these people. So you can have one friend that you could tell everything to, and then you filter out. If this person is always hurting you in this position, every time you tell them something, you feel like they're kicking you when you down. That's not the friend you vent to.
Or somebody
Right.
that's using, you know what
That
I hate?
part.
Somebody that's using what you told. Like if I tell you something
Mm-hmm.
and you're doing something I don't like, and we're kind of dealing like the
Same
relationship,
situation.
and you be like, well, you didn't like, hold
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
Like, what are you talking about?
Absolutely.
That's a no-go.
And that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I will tell my friends, like, categorize your friends. It's okay to keep them in that same circle, because you keep your friends close and your enemies closer if that's the case. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't play
So,
those games.
no, and-
I hear what you saying,
Yeah,
though.
you know,
but
and that's
I-
and to me, it's
yeah,
just biblical.
yeah.
So if some people feel like they can't cut the ties, I'd be like, at least put them in a category where you know that they're safe there for you.
What DMX say? Like, if somebody show you
Who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
Absolutely. But some people are comfortable in a safe space with people.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, believe them, but treat them like you like
accordingly.
Yep.
If you come in and steal from me, you're a thief.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will always watch my purse around you. Now that doesn't mean I won't go in the club with you, but I'm going to have my purse here. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell them, like, if you feel like this is just a relationship you can't cut, and I'm not here to make you cut nobody off.
Yeah.
Analyze the situation and put them in the categories they deserve to be in.
I had somebody that was so dope. We had so much fun together, and she stole from me. And I couldn't even play those type of games. I wanted to get her. She was MIA, but I had to let her go. But now today, like, you invite me to things, I know. Like, once you cross me in some type of ways, like, why would I want to be friends with you?
No,
you crazy as hell. Like, I ain't desperate. I ain't nothing. That's a no-go. Like,
see, people
but she was cool on every other aspect.
You probably was a diamond in her life. You understand? And what people don't understand is the mud that they're going through is literally revealing the diamond. And they don't get to the diamond because they already too stuck in the mud. So her situation may have been, I'm embarrassed to come to you for help. I don't know how to ask for help. And this is all the lifestyle I know, right? But she didn't know that
all of it though. You could have took some.
That's
you took the whole envelope.
In that same breath, like, now she realized that you probably was more valuable to her long term than the envelope short term.
Everybody always do though. Everybody
and absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's the thing.
Be muddy, cool. You know,
I'm
handle business
Once
cool.
I'm done.
And see, I seen that before with, you know, Libras. I got cut off by a Libra. Shout out to that Libra that cut me off. Today her birthday. Happy birthday. I ain't gonna name drop. You still my homie. But they do. They cut you off. Like, they don't play no games. And I'll say as a Taurus, I'm like, I believe in chances, right? I believe in grace. And sometimes I realize that I barely have it. So if you value me enough to feel like taking it from me, and I ain't meaning just stealing, I'm talking about anything. If you taking even the light I have it, because it's not going to deter who I am.
Right.
You can't take it forever. Right. And that envelope tripled to you. You see what I'm saying? You needed it more than me, baby. And I may not ever deal with you in that same light again, but it's yours.
Yeah. But you know what though? I shouldn't have never been trusting her on those levels because I already had a heads up.
Okay.
From
so
her
you had
people,
to warn it before the destruction.
I did. And I always sit there and say, when somebody, if she's treating you messed up,
she's gonna do it to me.
She's gonna do it to me. It's only when it's gonna happen. So like people like that now, if I see you doing some messed up stuff, you can't get close to me because I know you ain't gonna change for me. You just not. It's just gonna be the right time for you to try to mess me over.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be the time when they need something from you and they feel like they can get it from you. That sucks. But we all gotta go through some bullshit to get better and understand who we dealing with and the type of people we need around us.
For sure.
So, I mean, I think this was a dope conversation, y'all. I definitely feel like we could
do
keep
a part
going.
3.
Yeah, like this is look, she like
I just wanted to say, like, there are some people out there that will tell you that I ask for your food when we go out to eat. Believe them, because I will. So, you know, that's me and my truths, because you like, you know, somebody told you about, oh girl, like that's the warning before the destruction, because I was gonna ask later, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool.
Like, I got 3, you want 1?
Yeah, baby, I want 2. I want 2.
You was funny, dude. I love your personality.
Yeah, you crazy.
You are funny.
I should be getting a check. A lot of people said that too, but
but I am weak.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, the reality is, I think this was a dope conversation because I literally told you I wasn't gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm like, we need your perspective.
I'm not doing this sit down because the people like, oh, like I love people and I'll support people.
What do you think about Cardi B? Her situation.
What part?
She is dealing with Offset, trying to get this divorce. This man is being
difficult.
Being Offset. They call him Upset now. Which I think is funny. But he wants millions of dollars. He wants her to pay his taxes in order for him to sign the divorce papers. So Cardi said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm still finna live my life. Gets with Stephon Diggs. Put their relationship out publicly. She's in a castle. Next thing we know, Cardi's pregnant.
Listen,
So many people are upset with Cardi right now.
why they not her? They wasn't there
Why?
all the times that he cheated and made her feel like nothing and crying and being pregnant, stressed out. Like, what's wrong with her? She's not cheating. Yeah, the papers are not signed, but he's being difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In their public, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I feel
What you
like
think?
this. And that's crazy.
I feel
My
like
best
when
friend-
he signed those papers, he knows she about to get married to him.
no,
Just prolonging it.
I don't think that. So this is what I honestly believe. As humans, and I'm not doing no gender with this. As humans, we tend to move off hurt, right? And a fun time is a fun time until it's no longer a fun time. Cardi got the money, and I ain't saying that she deserves to do this. I'm not saying this at all. I don't believe that she should have to pour into anything for him because of what he has done.
Yeah.
But she has the money to literally clear the headache. If you don't want the problem, you come with a solution. You understand what I'm saying? If this man is sitting there saying, pay my taxes and give me a property, do it. You want to know why?
So pay the ransom.
Because it's going
You
to
want 50 million.
I'm just saying this, like,
I would
it's
never.
going to release you. And when you
But he didn't work for that.
Why?
No,
He can't make something happen.
he didn't work for that. And I know they're gonna get to the table, but if you really want to let something go, you gonna clean up the mess. Period. Period.
They should have that
No.
much control over.
I hear what you're saying, but that's
They
just
was
too
in
much.
New York, and so in New York, their marriage laws are completely different.
That's
You get
too
what I'm
much.
saying?
He want 50
They
million.
really-
He want
'cause
half
he-
of what
he-
she has.
He really supposed to. And even though the situation happened like that in New York, if I'm not mistaken, when I read up on it, that they are supposed to literally split, no matter who it is, whoever got the bigger income. But I say this: when you
So they be
don't,
trying to force people to stay together. then,
Absolutely.
at this point.
because that's what marriage really is
Yeah.
supposed to be made from.
supposed
You know
to
what I'm
be.
saying? And she moved out of hurt. I say this all the time, and people don't want to analyze that. Yes, she is living her life, and I'm proud of her because we all got to get up and
But is it? Do you really think she moved out her? Because I'm saying that to say this. When I left, I was completely healed.
Mhm.
I was healed before I left my dude,
yeah.
and I still wasn't doing anything after. I could have, but I just choose to. I choose to move in a different way. So you don't think when people leave, most women when they leave, they literally is over that person.
Absolutely, because I do
They
feel
already
like the
was
mind
processing it.
leave first,
Yeah.
right?
We was
And then you
processing it already.
physically leave.
So do
but
you
I
think
say
she
that
moving
she's
out for
moving
hurt?
out of hurt is because of this. She genuinely wanted her family.
Yeah,
She
but
Like
did.
then once
genuinely
she
wanted her
figured
family.
it out.
She
that it
been
wasn't gonna
figuring
hap-
it out.
I know. I'm
But-
saying once she figured it out, that's when she decided to get over and
But
leave.
what I'm saying, she been figuring it out. Offset didn't just cheat today. He didn't just cheat yesterday. He's been cheating since
said
they've
he
been in
cheated
the
with over
marriage.
but
50
people
women.
has a breaking point.
Absolutely, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying they don't, because when you
And like
fed
you
up,
said,
you just
8
leave.
years is rebirth.
Yeah.
The nigga, that man never changed.
Right.
You give people chances. Some people do change. Some people don't change.
His
So
ass
she
ain't
stayed
changed.
until it was time and even gave them a last baby, and that still didn't change.
And that's what I'm
anything.
trying to
Yep.
say. That's why I feel like she moved out of hurt, not because she wasn't fed up, because we all get fed up. You're right. Everybody got a breaking point. But I feel like she's moving out of hurt because the last baby came and she really wanted to fight for her family. She had encounters with him prior to this last baby. She could have left before.
So
you know what I
let's
mean?
define hurt then. Because
So-
I think then, okay, yeah. So
I'm saying this. We as women, we're nurturers out the gate.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's what's in our DNA.
Mm.
So when we move out of hurt, it's literally like I've literally tried everything that I can do to put us whole, to make us one.
okay.
It's nothing she can do for that. So I have no choice but to get up. Like if Joe cheat on me, I got 5,000 followers. 5,000 followers is not going to drag me on social media like you're stupid for going back to Joe. My next door neighbor going to be like, you stupid because she tired of us fighting. But it's not going to affect me in a way that Cardi B got 50 million
Yeah,
people telling her how stupid she is on a daily basis for staying with a man that she genuinely loves.
And then she leave the man, and now
But-
y'all still
but-
hate her.
But you
That's
still fought. But that's the thing. You're a public figure, so you do
That's
got to be careful how
crazy.
you move. Just like, I mean, I'm nowhere near as her, but I'm still careful how I move in certain things that I do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they should not be able to dictate your life.
But
Right.
she allowed it.
Yeah.
She allowed it for so long. She was ready to go a long time ago when she left him the
stayed.
first time. But if everybody has something to say about my life, and unfortunately, you going as a public figure, this is why public figures have committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. All the money in the world, and they still wasn't happy because of
money don't
what
bring happiness.
exactly. So what I'm saying is,
Even
she
though
was.
it would bring me happiness.
No, it wouldn't for a little bit.
It'll definitely. I'll say this.
It'll
It'll
fix
definitely
problem.
put me in. It'll definitely put me in a position. But baby, so my thing with that is like, I just feel like the healing process for her, and I take this as the way she's even acting on social media now, right? What man? And I encourage women to do what they want to do. Okay. I don't drag women because how they dress, look, smoke, do whatever they want to do. Cool. But no real man, you're carrying my child, promotion on an album or not, she's gonna sell them because she already in the media.
Right.
Her business is automatically gonna sell her albums. And the fact that women are women or girls when it comes to a cheating ass nigga, like, he cheated, we supporting her, we going to the tour, period.
Right. They be like,
They're going to come with the ticket sale anyway. So the way she's conducting herself in public,
you mean by her dressing?
No, just like the dancing all over the place, the like.
But you got to remember,
That's
she
what she
was off
was.
of Love and Hip Hop. She's always been how she was.
Before you go into that, just remember that what Cardi said Stefan Diggs said to her was, "Let me heal you," and that's when the draws came off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said to her. She said that's when she felt safe with him, when he told her.
But she always
let me heal you.
No, and I'm not knocking that. But
did she highlight that moment in her life with him?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, she got it. When you got the bag, you don't have to get the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she secured the man.
Yeah.
You heard what her public
she could sell some of them Birkins.
You heard what her public always say? They have to tell her not to say this. They like are in line to control her.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cardi does what Cardi wants to do.
Exactly.
And I don't think it has anything to do with this. Cardi been doing what the hell she would been wanting to do since Love and Hip Hop. I think she has more substance to her now. She has more of a balance to her.
When she was with really Offset and dropped that album, baby, she sold a whole lot of them in a pure suit. She didn't show not a body part. Do you hear me? And she had the pointy toe heels to match it. Everybody wanted business.
But that's
suits.
probably what he wanted her to do. Now she's back out doing her.
And I get that. But what I'm saying is, when you got it, you don't if you want to prove a point, again, that's that silence thing, right? If you want to prove a point, you're going to move with a certain kind of, I don't need the world to know that I'm in a secure relationship because I'm in a secure relationship. I don't need to brag on what I got going on because I got it going on.
But why can't she though?
No, and I say in the most humblest way, pop your stuff.
The only reason why I'm asking, I'm not trying to be too bad. The only reason I'm asking because people be like, oh, private life or whatever. And I feel like, oh, what they say, private life make the relationship go bad or something. What's that saying?
Like when people can dig too deep in your life.
Yeah, and for me, I call that bullshit because I feel like once you decide to start posting on social media, everybody get to see who you with, and then the lies get to coming out because nothing that person has done and you've been open and honest about can break. I don't feel like social media can ever break up a relationship. I feel like the two people only could break up a relationship. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's bullshit.
I love that she's living in her truth. That's not, and I want to make that clear. Like, I love that she's being who she is because maybe she wasn't herself in that moment. I've been in a relationship where I wasn't myself in that moment. I came up out of it and I was back to who I originally was.
Shit, I was too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
She just recently did an interview too with Gayle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a pretty good interview. But I know she also did an interview with Kelly Rowland.
Mm-hmm.
And with Kelly, she opened up
a lot more.
A lot. She talked about how she was sick every day. She had a hard time getting out of bed. She cried and cried and cried. She basically mourned.
Grieving. Mm-hmm. That's grieving.
Yeah. So she's saying she did all these things, and she said she finally came to the realization that it was over.
Mm-hmm.
That there was no way that she could go back to who she was allowing to be the man in her life. She came to that, so it's like at some point though, she had told herself, I'm going outside. I'm getting back outside. And then she came out with that song Outside. And if you listen to the words of that song, Cardi.
Yeah. I be rolling to it. I be rolling to it.
Her
So,
album is fire.
yeah,
I'll be
like,
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, okay, but
But that's how all of us are. When I broke, when I left, I was outside.
That's what I was trying to say.
When I left,
She's
I was
still
outside,
healing.
and
Yeah.
people, because of how I dressed or whatever, they knew that I was single because of the stuff that I
we
was
do
doing,
it as women.
how
though.
I was dressed. But I wasn't hurt. It was like, I am fucking free. I don't got nobody controlling me. I don't got nobody being mad about it. I am free, and I wasn't moving off her.
Yeah.
I was moving off freedom. Like I just wanted to be free.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And I'm not saying that she's not. I want her, I love the fact that she's living in her truths, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that looks can be deceiving at times. And
only
she
reason I'm speaking
is
on that because she's a Libra, I'm a Libra.
she's
And that's
still
just kind of like how we do. Like,
yeah.
because it's like, motherfucker, you really thought that this was gonna be.
But as women, we do that, right? We gotta show that I was
Let me show
something
you.
before you, and I'm still
I'm
something
gonna still be
after you.
Facts.
But sometimes the silence in the room, the genuine happiness that you really having, it speaks for itself when and without even
And you
putting
don't
it
have
out.
to say
You ain't gotta
anything.
say nothing.
You
How
very
you
girls-
are already loud,
How many
though.
girls you and I'm loud. Baby, I turns up. Let me tell you something. I'm like, I don't got no tints on my car, baby, and I do's my thing on my way to work with. We outside because it's hot out. And I'm pop out, you know what I'm saying? So, but what I learned is you got some like, and this is why Offset feel like he could come to the media and pop his shit like, yeah, she still feels some kind of way because it's a tantrum. And I get and I'm just saying this is what men do. Men don't get loud after a breakup.
Yeah, they don't understand. Like, I was just so happy. Like,
get
for
evil.
me, I was happy. I was free. I was
Same.
already,
Yep.
excuse me, I was already over here when I left. I was happy. I was free. And I was just like, he really tried to deal my motherfucking life. Like, what the fuck was
Like, I'm about to
this?
shine
Like,
extra hard.
yeah, I was
that's what we
back
do.
who I was
Yeah.
before he, you know what I'm saying? That was for me. I was outside.
Women, and we do it. And,
Yeah.
and I kid you not, like I got male friends that be like, you could tell she's single today because the ring that came off. Baby got on the 2-piece skirt with the heels that you never could walk in. I mean, you standing on the wall like waiting for your moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I went
That's
through mine,
funny.
I was happy as ever, but I learned the pattern, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, I still need to heal. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I want to have fun. I want to be outside, but I damn sure don't want to take on another responsibility after I just stepped out of one. Like, I
Yeah.
needed to find me as a woman and really like upgrade myself to what I wanted to see myself as, not with a man, but for Zini. And then the man can compliment who Zini was.
Mhm.
So I'm outside and this is, if you know me, you know I'm a heel girl. Like, I stay with heels on, boots with heels on. But in this particular moment, I looked at like Oscar out of the garbage can. Like, I came outside with some jogging pants on, with some J's on, with a tight little fitted t-shirt on, baseball cap, and I'm in the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm getting my groove on. And I cannot lie to you. I probably attracted more guys in the room that way than the women that were literally trying to be
intimidated.
Yeah.
Man be feeling intimidated by pretty women. They
And
just do.
They were like, hey, you know what's funny? I'm like, what's up? And they like, that girl over there on the wall, she just became single today, I bet you. And he like, watch this, send his friend over there. His friend like, yeah, you want a drink? She like, yeah, I'm going through a breakup right now.
Oh,
and she
nah.
worried, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's those moments where you feel like people be like, I was bitter, I was hurt, and I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. You do get hurt when you attach yourself to somebody for a long period of time and you think that this is the end all for a situation. And that was because as humans, we are going to a situation feeling like it's a possession.
It was
to
a
us.
disappointment for me.
That's
it
what
was
I'm
a disappointment
saying.
for me and a waste of
Yeah.
my time. But at the end of the day, like, I took accountability because I knew I wasn't supposed to be there. Like, I knew I wasn't supposed to
That
be there
part.
for the first year, and I forced myself to continue to stay there.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I wasn't supposed to be there.
And I wasn't bitter.
Mm.
I wasn't bitter. I was hurt because I let myself down, because I knew I should have walked away, because the disappointment was
Because I didn't
there
trust myself enough.
enough. So when I came up out of it, I was not bitter. I was literally healing. I didn't have to jump in another man's lap to know that I needed to fix me.
She just needed some meat, though.
You feel what I'm saying? And she got it.
That's what it was.
And it's there. Like, But you don't gotta show the other girls what they don't got no more,
Well,
baby. I'm
have,
here.
and I don't want to say that she shouldn't have got pregnant because
This soon, I think things should have
was
waited it
irresponsible
out.
of her to get pregnant. I just think that she was on social media venting about how expensive it is now being a mom and having 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
She did a whole bunch of that.
She did a whole live on that, baby. Talking about some. That's why I'm selling my records.
Yeah, and then turned around pregnant, and so when you do that, then you have people thinking, okay, well, you just moved a little irresponsible, sis. Like you could have wore a condom. But who are we to judge?
I mean, you ain't got to necessarily always wear them if you're in a relationship. You could pull out.
You can pull out.
Diggs, be a pull out king.
Not shoot the club.
He gotta be a pull out king. He fast on the field, get fast in the
field. You want to pull out? You be in there, it be sucking it, and it's just like.
I wouldn't know because I'm never been in there.
What?
I never been in there.
Oh,
yeah. I couldn't talk for nobody else. Shout out to those that can speak on my behalf.
I think that's where people are like, Cardi, like at this point in your life, you've been through so much, girl. Like she's been through a lot.
Take time.
We watched the whole journey unfold over all these years. We've watched her change her
maybe
face.
this baby gonna be something different for her though. Maybe she having it for her own personal reasons. I look at both sides of it.
Absolutely.
Maybe she could, but she seemed embarrassed in that interview when
she said that she was.
She said she didn't even tell her parents.
Right.
So I think when you can't be proud of a decision that you're making or a move that you're doing, then
it's time to sit down and reevaluate yourself
and ask yourself, well, why did I do this? Why did I allow myself to be here?
He probably was in her ear like, baby.
He said, let me heal you. And she said, okay,
baby. I didn't heard that before.
Don't let nobody speak talk, y'all.
Okay, because they said, let me get you a surf and turf, and now I'm in a relationship. Baby, it's over. I can't believe they didn't lock me down with a seafood boil. I got to do better, man.
Oh my
I'm gonna be better next year because 20
next year
we almost like let me live it out.
Fourth quarter, live it out.
Because I already got the surf and turf.
Oh my God. Who got this girl?
Shout out to the surf and turf.
She's accepting surf and turfs.
Okay. And then after that, y'all cannot buy me. No surf and turf.
Oh, wait. I know this is totally off the topic, right? I know this is totally off the topic. But quick question. Do you think everybody have a number to be bought? Meaning, if I proposition you and I'm like, yo, I'm put $5 million in your account right now. I need for you to be at my house doing what it is I want you. Like, I'm buying you. You think everybody got a price?
To a certain extent, absolutely. Really? Because you clock in. If you clock in for somebody, or if you continuously content create,
but this is to be with somebody for a proposition.
Oh, you mean like?
Like like in a relationship?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think back in the day that people really dated for love. If you want me to be honest, I do believe.
You're not answering my question.
Well, I do
it. You have a price? Can you be bought?
I did end up in a relationship because of surf and turf, but my lawyer told me not to dig too deep into that. Now that I'm out of that relationship,
are you serious?
Because the bag is over. I ate the bag. But do I got a price that can be bought? I would say no. I would absolutely say no. And I feel like that's because of the morals that I carry, the values that I now hold to myself. I struggle without a bag. So if a man came in my life and upgraded my life, I know that's going to come with a price tag, period. I don't see nobody stepping in and not wanting something for something. You know what I mean? So I would literally have to know, like, what does this entail? Now, if he's just a rich man, he honestly loves me. This is my husband.
He don't love you. He propositioned you.
And that's why I can't do it.
Exactly.
I wouldn't do it.
You have a price?
No, I ain't got no price.
So somebody like everybody got a price. And I'm like, that don't work for women.
I've dated just regular ass guys with a regular ass 9-to-5 job, not no major hustler, not no street dude, don't got a whole lot of money in his pocket.
Did he work at Burger King?
No.
Okay.
No, thank God. Okay. They don't really get no money.
No, but Chick-fil-A.
Oh, but
and
Chick-fil-A.
they get free food.
Okay, well that's different. No,
you is funny. I am weak.
No, I've dated guys that just had a regular 9-to-5.
It's nothing wrong with that.
You know, and
shout out to the men with 9-to-5.
Shout out to the men with 9-to-5.
Yeah, and it's okay to date those guys. It's a lot of people that will though be bought. Like they don't really like the person for real.
They are bought.
And yeah, and that's why
I've been propositioned and I could never do it because I have to be able to be emotionally connected with you. And that's like selling your soul to the devil for me. So once this is up, then what? You know what I'm saying? You can give me all this money, but for some odd reason, God can be like, no, it's done. Like the money is done. So I done sit here and spent all this time what you did, everything you wanted me to do, and now it's time for me to depart from you, and I'm still broke.
Or how about this?
Work.
What's the flip side on that? Like he offer you all this money and then boom, he die, and it ain't even the contract ain't even finished. You feel what I'm saying? So now you don't even get the money, and you done did some strange things for a piece of change and not a seafood boil. Not a seafood boil. I'm gonna leave that on that table right there, and
you
that's
making
it.
me want to go get a seafood boil.
Oh, she ready?
Buy me a seafood.
She ready to roll.
But I'm not being propositioned though. I just want one.
Absolutely,
I
baby.
Want eggs, mussels, scallops.
And now let me tell you something. And I hope you watching, young man. Don't ever take me out on no date and then order what you want and then give me what I want and then get some of my food. It don't work that way. I'm still mad. Yeah, and you better unblock me so I can express how I feel.
Girl, you is funny.
I ordered 2 eggs in my seafood boil and he grabbed one. Baby, what are we doing here? Date over.
Why did you order your own egg?
Like, true story.
This is true. This is not based off a true story. This really happened to me in real life.
Oh God!
Did you get mad by him taking an egg?
Because first of all, why didn't you order you a seafood boil? Why are you sitting here eating this? I order a seafood boil and I said, ma'am, please put an extra egg in there because I feel confident that I'm finna tear this up. I said that out my own mouth. He like, I just want to try it. And then out of all the things you can try, you try the egg. Baby, I was sliding down the wall ripping my cotton shirt because we don't play.
Oh, yeah, whoa.
You are funny.
I ain't spinning the block no more.
Off of an egg.
It gets like that.
She said we'll play about our food.
I was like, baby, I'm gonna buy you 4 more eggs. Okay, I just want to see how this tastes.
But okay, let that have been the case. We probably would have saw each other again. But baby, he ate that egg and was like, "It's good."
Like, and then want some more? Nope.
It's good. You didn't want to order me another batch,
right? That's
baby.
funny.
I can't get jiggy with this.
I love it.
You are a mess.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Hot mess.
I'm sorry.
This was a dope time with y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. I love y'all energy so much. This was so dope, and I want to do more episodes with us 3 because we really be getting to it.
We do.
And the next one, I will have a seafood boil in front of me. I missed dinner for this podcast.
We should do that. We should eat food.
Let's
be like,
eat some
okay,
food.
Because baby, if it's rolling down my, I'm licking the sauce off.
Oh
Okay,
my God!
Don't invite me to that episode.
Since she was eating. When you eat, it's a barbecue and it's spilled. And she was such a G. She did the whole show with the spill.
Baby,
I didn't want to mess it up.
Yes.
I didn't want to mess our show up.
She did the whole show with
my
the
leg
spill.
going behind the head if I'm
She
trying to get it off my pants. What?
But we did come to her rescue though, mid-show. But she
Yeah.
But I will never forget that. You killed that.
I was like, oh,
You couldn't even tell something was wrong.
Look, listen, I'm not coming back if I miss dinner next time. So I gotta have my food in front of me. Yes.
We're gonna have dinner.
I'll be here.
We all love seafood, so we're gonna have a
I would
seafood.
love to get some egg. You like them jerk egg rolls?
Yes, I want both.
And rasta pasta?
Okay, let's just do a whole little serving. Is this a buffet?
I know. I love me some Jamaican food. But
oh, I haven't had no what they call it, oxtails. I
Mhm.
love oxtails. I
yeah,
haven't had none of
the
that.
Coconut Bowl be doing a thing on Monday nights.
Oh, you went up there before?
Yeah, I went.
They got
I
some
went
good
a
food. I
couple
used to
weeks
go there
ago.
with my old life. So
They
I
got
haven't
like
been up there since.
this like curry chicken salad. Okay, now this is our indicator right now that we need to go, right?
Yeah.
We gotta go. Everybody want to
It's
snack.
past my bedtime too.
Thanks for watching and listening to Minding My Own podcast. And I will see y'all later.